Hi everyone, I thought I'd give you some more thoughts from my car, and this one's about the new world that we find ourselves in. And it really is a new world, isn't it? 2 weeks ago I'd never heard of Zoom, now I seem to live on it. The other day I had to go to the doctors to have an injection, just a routine thing, and they basically rang me up saying, can you come? And I said, yeah, that's fine, but when you come, can you park around the back, give us a call to let us know you're here, and we will come out to you. So I basically had a drive-through injection. I rolled the window down, the nurse came out, arm out the window, injection, and I drove off. It's a new world. If people say that the world will never be the same again since 9/11, how much more so since this crisis that we're currently facing? I in no way want to belittle what we're going through. I know many of us are struggling with anxiety, with fear, heightened mental health, not least those that are suffering, those that are ill. I'm hearing more and more of people that I know that have the virus, and of course there are those that are losing loved ones, and I never want to belittle that. However, I think it is worth considering what are we learning? What is coming out of this that is good? We live in a new world. What's changed? And what in our old world do we want to leave behind and bring into this new world? I've been really enjoying seeing so many of the rainbows that people have been drawing or painting or colouring in and putting in their windows, and they've been a real blessing. Reminds me of Noah, of course. There was a moment in our history when God said enough is enough, and he pressed reset, and it was a big moment in the history of humanity, but God also then sent a rainbow and said, this shows you my promise, my commitment that I'm not going to do that again. So God is not doing that again. However, it is an opportunity for us to rethink. There may be some reset things in our lives, and I've just got 3 things that I think I'd like you to consider and think about our new world that might be better than what life was like before. And the first one is really about family life. We're sort of forced into this closer time with our immediate family, those that we live with. I've been going for walks every day, or most days, with my 16-year-old daughter. Before Corona, I did not do that. And I have to tell you, it's a treat, it's a blessing, it's a highlight. I enjoy it, and I'm hearing of others doing baking that they wouldn't have done before with their children, and time with their children. And here's one thing that I know. Your children will tell you that they want all sorts. They want the latest Xbox game. They want the whatever it is that they're seeing advertised on the TV. But the truth is, the one thing that they want more than anything else is you. They want time with you. They want quality time with you. I may at some point post some advice for parents, because I know those with particularly small children are finding this difficult. But I can promise you that as you invest and give time to your children, you will reap the reward of that. So I think one of the things, the positives in our new world that we find ourselves in, is family life. The second thing is community. I know that there are some that are spoiling it. There are those that are panic buying or being selfish. I'm sure that's the case. But the truth is, we are rediscovering at this time our community spirit. I'm involved in conversations with charities and government bodies that are looking to help and support the vulnerable. And the truth is, the take-up, the ask for help at this stage is not as high as expected. Why is that? Because we are looking out for each other. Neighbours are doing shopping for neighbours. Neighbours are ringing neighbours. We're looking out for those that are vulnerable. We're thinking who might need a phone call, and we're picking up the phone. Can I encourage you to keep doing that? Let's support each other. Let's be community. Let's rediscover what it is to live in a community. And you know what? I think we could even find ourselves saying, this is better than what I had before. One of the problems in our society, in our Western modern world, is that we're proud, we're independent. These things aren't helpful. These individualistic lives that we live, they don't do us any good. We're made to be in community. So I know that we're in isolation, but isn't it strange that we're in isolation, but somehow or other we're experiencing and enjoying community life like maybe we haven't for a long time? Just a thought. One of the things that I think we can take with us, so family life, community life, and the third one is less obvious, a little bit harder to define and see. I'm calling it our core. And when our world is stripped of some of the things that we held important to us, things are taken away from us, in time we start to see what is really important to us. Is actually the number of likes that I get that important? Is the car I drive? Is the money I have? Are the achievements that I make? Are they the things that define me? They're all good. I like a car. I'm sitting in my car now. I like it when people like it. If you like this video and click like, I will like that, and rest assured I will be looking quite regularly to see how many watches and likes I get. But they're not what defines me. And increasingly as a Christian, I'm aware that spirit to spirit connection, that creator to created connection that I have with God, is the center of my being. And that center, that core, is the thing that gives me peace. That center and that connection with my creator is the thing that shows me that I'm loved. It grounds me in love. That center, that connection has shown me that the divine is not just a force, not just some mystical thing. It's a parent who loves, provides, cares for me. And that connection with the divine gives me purpose. It grounds me in what I'm on this planet, how I'm situated in the universe and why I'm situated in the universe. And that connection is possible for us all. God actually made the first move in this relationship. 2,000 years ago, Jesus became a person. God became man. And he did that because he wanted the connection that I'm talking about between God and mankind. We're about to celebrate Easter. I can think of no better way than for all of us, myself included, to grow that connection, to be grounded, to find my core in my relationship and my friendship with God. I want to grow that. I feel like, you know what, in this new world, I'm learning this in a way that I've not for a long time. You might not have any connection with God. I'm amazed and encouraged how many people are finding comfort at this time in prayer, and even asking people like myself to pray for them. Well, of course I'll pray for you, but so much better than that is you can pray for you. I want to encourage you to look to heaven, to reach out to God, to think about the story of Jesus. Jesus himself said that if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. If you want to know what God's like, look through the life of Jesus. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John are the Gospels, the beginning of the New Testament in the Bible. Check it out. Read it out. Read it through. I do believe that will plant us, the core of our beings, onto a solid, dependable foundation. Those are my thoughts. So the new world that we find ourselves in, think about bringing into this new world quality family time, quality community life, not individualistic, but community. And let's get our core centered in our relationship with God. I'd love you to comment in the comments what you think about this, and particularly what you are finding the positives from being in this new world. And do comment that and let me know, and let's have a conversation about it. But thanks for watching right to the end, and we'll see you next time.